Alright guys, this is Birch Bark Johnny. Just updating my emergency kit, my Bugout bag, 72-hour kit, whatever you want to call it. But since it's winter time and uh, there's been some things I wanted to take out and some things I wanted to add, just kind of update it. So let me just show you what I got going on. So I got first of all, I got a sleeping bag and a stuff sack. And then I've got, I think it's an 8x12 tarp with a military wool blanket rolled up inside of there. I've got a bandana, handkerchief, cotton, those multi-use items there. Being this winter time, usually I just carry my sleeping bag. Usually I can effectively come up with a shelter, at least enough to survive in the most other times of the year without a tarp. But being that it's winter time, and it hasn't been above 20 degrees for a week or so, so it's cold out. I want to make sure I can stay dry and warm if something were to happen. So here's some jute twine back there. I'm debating on whether or not to keep that around. It's just handy to be able to tie stuff off. It's not very strong though. It works good for a tinder bundle, but I got so many ways to make fire that I'm not too concerned about that. There's my Bushman buoy. You guys have seen that. I always got to keep some toilet paper in there. A little mess kit. Right there next to the water bottles on the left, that's a fishing kit. You guys have all seen that before. I got two stainless steel water bottles. Like one goes on each side of my bag. I got two little compartments there that those fit in perfectly. Right in front of them, let's see, I got a paracord bracelet. Good buddy Hickhamfield made me. And I got a hank of 550, and then a hank of some smaller cordage down there underneath that. To the right there's some black tape. I got two little containers. One has a large emergency candle and some band-aids in it. The other one has like 4 books of matches and a Bic lighter. There's also a Bic lighter in my emergency fishing kit. You can see that in, I think it was my second video that I did. It's called my Bugout bag video or something, if you need to see what's inside my fishing kit. Got a flashlight down here. Also got some hand warmers. A couple cans of tuna fish. There's a couple drink mixes there. Some hot chocolate. Some kind of a herbal energy drink thing. Got a ketchup packet. Found that in my bag. It must have been leftovers from, looks like Burger King there. Got my little fork, knife, spoon, knife there, my GPS. Above the GPS there, I've got a magnesium block with the steel on it, the striker, and then I've also got a ferrocerium rod and a multi-tool right there. And I also have that little whistle. It's got a compartment in it with some, there's about 3 ways to make fire there. It's got a compass and a signal mirror, that kind of stuff. There's just a couple of wet naps. Some ibuprofen and some Aleve mixed together in that bottle. That's pretty handy to have just in my truck on me at all times. You know, and if you're out in the woods and you got to hike around for a couple days, you're going to be sore. It's just going to make things that much more comfortable. And I got enough food here, you know, a couple days worth. This would be plenty of energy for 2 days. All the food I got here, I got a couple cans of tuna back here. And then I've got several packets. You know, there's probably like, 3,000-4,000 calories worth of stuff. And then down here I've got a cooking kit. This is my little alcohol stove. You've seen that. I got a video of that. You can check that out. This is what I carry the alcohol in. It's just an old uh, bottle that you have a contact solution in. Works pretty good for carrying alcohol. And this is the collapsible. This is for sterno, for those sterno cans. But it works great for my little alcohol stove. And I could also throw wood in there, just little pieces of wood, and build a fire, easily cook over it, you know. And I've got my mess kit. And I can even cook in those those stainless bottles. They're not lined with anything. So, so that's what I got going on, you know. I didn't have a whole lot of food. I actually probably even have more food than I prefer to have. Just the added weight and more stuff to get in the way, more stuff to get damaged over the course of time. At least for my purposes. If I know I'm going to be going for a longer time, I can grab more food. Or if there's a chance, you know, if I know there's a storm front moving in, stuff like that, you know. Up here, it's just a way of life to be prepared for situations like that. But at the same time, I know that I can go without food for a while. I mean, just first 7 days of the new year, I fasted, didn't eat anything, you know, only drank clear liquids. It's a good thing to know that you can go a few days without eating. You know, 2 years ago at the new year, I fasted 21 days without eating anything, and I did fine. I mean, you know, you can't be doing labor-intensive stuff for any length of time. You'll pass out. But if you had to hole up and survive with very little energy expenditure, you can. I mean, but obviously, I don't plan on being stuck more than a day or two. And I also know what kind of wild edibles to, you know. We've got pine trees all over the place up here, and there's so many parts of a pine tree that are edible. You know, there's a lot of squirrels and stuff like that. What you don't see here is I always have a pistol on me. I carry a slingshot with me a lot of times in my bag. I just actually don't have it in there right now. And you know, if you guys have seen Dave Canterbury's video on his sling bow, that's an effective method of procuring small game. And I've been going to make some snares and stuff like that, but I'm probably just going to buy a 110 conibear. I'm going to do some trapping here anyways. Probably get a couple 110s in here. That would be good to have. Catching squirrels and pine martens and weasels, and get a little meat in the pot if you had to. But anyways, I just wanted to do this quick video, do a little update. Haven't done a update on my survival kit for a while, and I've been needing to do it, get it ready for the rest of winter time. So this is Birch Bark Johnny signing out. Just wanted to show you guys, I got everything in there. I ended up putting the wool blanket on the inside. I just reconfigured that tarp right there. I got this to hold my sleeping bag underneath. That's where one of the water bottles is. Let me stand this thing up. And got a little compass on my strap there. And there's the other water bottle. And I got my buoy there, my survival buoy. So, I don't know if I can get her to stay still there for a second. So what she looks like. But that'll be in my truck, and if I leave my truck when I'm out in the woods, a lot of times this time of year I got to go down into creek bottoms and river bottoms and gather willow and stuff like that. If I do any exploring or stuff, I'll throw this on. It probably only weighs 15 pounds. Yeah, maybe 15 pounds. So that'll be great. I feel a lot safer and comfortable knowing that I got everything I need to survive if something were to happen. So, all right, catch you guys later.